Hey guys, welcome back to 31 Nights Following. This is Spillage Studios, and I know the pieces fit because I watched them fall away. All right, that's for all you Tool fans who fucking throw hate at Fig Nukem Records for no reason. You pieces of shit. Uh, Today we're talking about 8 millimeter. Uh, it's a Joel Schumacher movie. I don't know if you guys know Joel Schumacher, famous for what?
No, I was saying like I know who he is.
Yeah, famous for the shitty Batman movies.
Whoa.
If you guys If you guys are wondering
Whoa.
which Batman movies are, think of the shitty ones. I know you're not
So
going to say, yes, they're fun to watch. They're still shitty. Uh,
talking
so
about Batman versus
I
Superman,
mean, I
right?
think I think shitty is a perspective.
what did you say, Batman versus Superman? I mean, that is a shitty Batman movie, but it's also a Batman v Superman movie. That's a fucking double movie.
Still counts as
No.
Batman.
It's also not a Joel
Joel,
Schumacher movie. It's a fucking Zack Snyder movie.
yeah, Joel
I
Schumacher.
know. We were just talking about the worst one.
That is
Yeah, I'm
not
a
the worst one, bro.
Yeah,
yes.
I hate to break it to you, Batman versus Superman is not the worst Batman movie, nor is it the worst
What's the
Superman
worst
movie.
one?
What's the worst Batman movie? Probably Batman and
Yeah,
Robin. That movie fucking
yeah.
sucks
Which Joel
ass
Schumacher?
garbage.
Batman.
Yes, I know.
Which Joel Schumacher directed. So he also did Batman Forever, the great song, "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal.
Hey, Kiss from a Rose is pretty fucking good song, dude.
But yeah, let's get into this. Joel Schumacher, 8 millimeter, came out 1999. So this film is an interesting one, it's starring Nick Cage. Uh, we'll get into some of the other players in this one. This is actually a pretty like cool star-studded movie for the time. But yes, starring Nicolas Cage as a private detective or private eye, whatever you want to call him. And he basically gets called in. This movie takes place in like New York, LA, and PA. There's a lot of PA going on. Harrisburg, Philadelphia, you know, some cool stuff. But uh, so basically, he's a PI, and he gets called in on this case from this big millionaire's wife, and the millionaire just died, or he could be a billionaire too, who went to Penn and everything. He's like some big fucking big shot, some like trying to think about like an Epstein or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But basically, after he dies, his wife finds this roll of film in his possession,
Oh
which
no,
turns
is he
out
an actual Epstein?
to be a snuff film. So it's a lady getting, or a young girl getting, not young girl, like she's like teens. I don't know if she's 18 yet, but uh, yeah, it's her getting raped and murdered on film.
No, I have to bleep it.
So why? It's what happens in the movie. We're
Yeah, but
describing
like
the movie.
YouTube doesn't like that. I gotta bleep that.
All right. Well, she gets raped then and murdered. Cool. All right. So yeah, basically, so he's sent to discover if this is a real like snuff film or not, and he basically goes to this woman's house and finds out this like finds out who this is by missing people, like going through missing persons reports and shit like that, and finds out it's this woman whose daughter's been missing for a while, and they don't know where she is, and so he goes up to LA and goes to basically a porno shop to find like some ins in the industry. So he meets the shop, like one of the workers there, who's played by Joaquin Phoenix,
Yo,
or
what did you call him?
Joaquin. I forget how to say it. I literally just like blanked in my head.
Joaquin.
Joaquin
Joaquin?
Phoenix.
Joe
Joaquin.
Quan? Joe Quan Phoenix? Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why I blanked in my head. I fucking
Joe Quan Phoenix is crazy, dude.
yeah, Joaquin. So yeah, Joaquin's in there. He's all like, he's kind of like this interesting kind of like punk character in the story,
Mm-hmm.
of course, and basically it leads them to this porn ring, and like this whole thing where there's this big film guy who basically films like borderline snuff films where there's like no actual killings or anything like that, and he's this big producer who's uh played by, he's a pretty big actor. I don't know if either of you have played it's Peter Stormare. I don't know if you guys know him at
I
all.
know who that is.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Of course, if you guys horror wise know him from what's that game called? The first like of the cinematic horror games that came out. Whatever. I literally Until Dawn.
No.
He's like the whatever. He plays the psychiatric
Anyway, yes,
person.
and he
But yeah.
makes pornos.
So yeah, he's like the head of the porno, and then the way they find out him is this like casting agent who's played by fucking none other than James Gandolfini.
Hmm.
You know, Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pretty star-studded cast. Oh yeah, and that girl's boyfriend from the beginning is Norman Reedus in 1999.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the girl who's missing. But yeah, basically it's like this big crazy thing where he's like finding out. And I will say this movie is one of those movies like I was not expecting. Like I thought the ending was gonna be him like finding these people and doing, but it's like a fucking all out like he finds them, fucking crazy shit happens, and then he fucking hunts them all down. Like it's fucking Nicolas Cage going through like all the psychological like fucking distress through all of it, and then just going and fucking murdering people. Like after a bit, and it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
It's a very unique movie, very dark, very depressing kind of. And there's parts in that movie that are like just show you like all the fucked up stuff about like that side of like, you know, what now, of course, is because it took place in 1999, less internety, but like, you know, what you think of like dark web and like super fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's going to like some like porn market and shit like that, and there's like a kids section. I was like, oh dude, this is fucking foul.
Yeah.
And it's like just showing you all the dark shit that was, you know,
How's
probably
Nicolas
going on
Cage's
at the time.
performance? Is he classic
Uh,
Nick Cage?
It's pretty tame. Like there's parts when he like freaks out and has those like very robust Nicolas Cage performances, but it's nothing like he's not coming out and fucking having a, you know, village scene or something like that.
Right.
He's not fucking screaming about bees. So, am I saying that it's village, right?
What's
or am
your
I saying
what's your rating out of 10?
Man.
Oh yeah, Wicker Man. Sorry, wrong fucking.
Yoquan Phoenix and the villain.
Yeah, Yoquan. That's his black brother. I rated it honestly. I'd rate it like a 7.5. It's like it seems like a really hated film on like IMDb and stuff like that. It's got like a 2.0 or something like
Really?
that, or Rotten Tomatoes. It's not that bad a film. I honestly think Nick Cage's performance is not that bad.
I wonder, did you
The weakest
read like,
storyline-
reviews? Why do people not like it?
I have no idea. No, I didn't read reviews fully, but the only thing I'd say is yeah, it's a fucking dark kind of fucked up tone of a movie. Like there's not really like a happiness to it,
Yeah.
but
Well, there doesn't always need to be a fucking happy ending, you know.
yeah, there's like some crazy shit. Like
Real life, I hate to break it to people, real life, usually not a happy ending.
yeah, and it's like a big thing where he's like figuring out conspiracy. So he's like going through and, you know, solving the case and going through and actually like doing shit, like going to witnesses and going through the whole industry to try and find out what's happening. So it's like a lot of that. And
I mean,
then
it
it,
sounds interesting. I would watch it.
it turns into like a revenge movie at the end. It's a fun film. I think it was enjoyable. The cast was good. Like I didn't feel like anybody like overstayed their welcome. The worst part to me was the like, and I didn't even mention it in here, but he has like a wife that he leaves, and like he gets so involved in the investigation that it's almost like a second plot line that feels like it's forgotten about because
Yeah.
it'll just be like
Like a Breaking
talked on
Bad
the
type
phone and he-
situation. Where like the wife
Not
is upset
quite.
that he's like too deep in his other shit, and so like
I
the
guess so.
relationship falls apart. That feels like in a movie, not a plot line that would work very well for like an entire movie.
Yeah,
Just
it's like-
for just a movie.
it because there's like parts where he like goes to do a bunch of stuff and it's like messy. He's like, hold on, I can't talk to you anymore. Hangs up, and then you don't hear about his wife for like 45 minutes, and she like calls and he's like, hey, like you need to fucking go to our vacation home. Like get the fuck out of our house. Like you need to get out of there. and like I'll call you to tell you when it's safe to go back. And she's like, "That's if we'll be there when you get back. Like, where the fuck have you been?" It's like,
It's like this
Bro,
is
where
like
did this come
completely
from?
unnecessary.
yeah, but I guess there's some justification, but not.
Did you
not
give
really.
your
I
rating
don't
out
really-
of 10 and I just completely ignored you?
No. I started. It was like I don't know, like a 7.5. I wouldn't say it's bad.
Yeah.
I say it's a movie that's worth watching and it would be an interesting watch for the channel, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean,
In my
I'm
opinion.
interested. You know, I love a detective type beat.
Yeah, and it's like really, you know, really well shot and really well done. Like actually, I will mention there's like this the scene like where he's driving a car and it is so well shot from just like a one street down kind of shot or one block down where it's like you see his car driving and then you're like passing houses and seeing it like drive through and it's like a really cool shot in my opinion. It's not like anything super special, but it's a really cool shot. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna keep yapping about it and spoil too much if I go too much deeper. So
Yeah, you're a big spoiler guy.
yeah, big spoiler guy.
All right, we'll see you
But yeah,
guys
thanks for
tomorrow.
watching. Peace.